What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Lose Your Ass podcast. Glad for you guys to be here with us tonight. We got something fun going on. We got the 2020 NBA Draft brought to you by State Farm.
It is presented by State
Not on our
Farm.
show. Not on our show.
No.
The actual draft is being brought to you by State Farm. Put a little crunch back into your life. Is that their slogan now?
Put a little bit of crunch back into your life. I don't think that's a good slogan for a car insurance company. So I'm going to go with no. That's definitely not their slogan.
Why not?
I don't think thinking about getting in a car and crunch doesn't exactly sit very well with me. I don't know about you, but if it does, good for you, man.
It's true.
Whatever makes you happy. I think it's a little crazy, but if that makes you happy, that makes you happy. What are you most looking forward to as a Knicks fan going into this draft?
2025.
Are we, are the Knicks going to make any big moves?
No.
Or is it just going to be so boring? I mean, I think it's going to be boring for as a Knicks fan, but for me as a Nets fan, got to be exciting because I think that we might be trading. We've seen also a lot of trades already happening. Just giving a little update on the NBA trades that we have seen. Let me start with Al Horford is being shipped to OKC for, I believe it's 2 first-round picks, or 1 first-round pick and a second-round pick in 2025. And the 76ers get Danny Green.
Yeah.
It was a cap issue. They're trying to make room for James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but I guess so. Bucks have also traded. They've gotten Drew Holiday, and they're trying to get Bogdan
Bogdanovic, baby.
So that's another big trade that happens. Obviously, the Suns acquiring Chris Paul. Great trade for the Suns. They also receive Nadar, and the Suns sent Ricky Rubio, Kelly Oubre, Ty Jerome, Jalen Leckie, I can't even say his name, and a 2022 first-round pick to Oklahoma City. This first-round pick is protected from the first 12 picks in 2022, and then the first 10 picks in 2023, and the first 8 selections in 2024, and is unprotected in 2025. So, good trade for both teams. Trailblazers have also acquired Robert Covington from the Rockets. I love Rob Covington. I think that he's a great player. I'm excited to see what he brings to Portland. The Nets kind of got started a little bit. They have got traded Dezanin Musa, who I did enjoy watching and was excited to see his development, for Brent Brown, who also has had a decent year with the. Ooh, is that not an official trade yet? Maybe it's not. I thought it was. Oh no, it is. It looks like it is.
Here we go.
We're starting.
They're gonna be like the Minnesota Timberwolves are on the clock. 26 minutes.
I know we've been. See what we got. Virtual draft community. Here's Adam Silver, the best commissioner, if I do say so myself, in all of sports.
And the longest talker.
Oh, he is not. Roger Goodell owns that.
Oh, I refuse to listen to him, so I don't know how long he talks. All right, Professor.
Hey, he's a Duke grad, man. Duke grad,
He looks like a Duke.
He looks like a Duke. I don't think that's an insult.
Duke Silver.
I don't think that's an insult.
Have you ever
Oh
met anybody
man, it's
named
so insulting to be a Duke, a royalty.
He's royal, all right. Royalty. Bro, couldn't they put him on between 7 and 8 o'clock
I
while
know.
we were talking this nonsense to do this?
I know.
It's like this isn't a pay-per-view. Stop trying to milk it.
That's true.
This guy reads off a teleprompter so bad. Here we go. They've had all day.
I know to do this, and they're deciding to do it now. I got you.
I guarantee they're gonna waste every drip of that 5-minute clock. Oh, I get so aggravated at the draft.
On the clock.
I'll tell you what, I don't watch the hockey draft.
I love the draft. Usually, I'm like more into it, but it's tough with football season.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't watch the hockey draft at all. I get the gist of it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
The baseball draft, I watch the first 8 minutes of it, see what the top 4 or 5 picks are, and then I'm out. It's either going to be the top 5 picks that make an impact or the bottom 20 picks that make an impact. Baseball is drafted. The NBA draft, I usually watch the first round of, and the NFL draft, I'll watch usually the first 3 rounds. Three minutes and 48 seconds, dear friend, until the Minnesota Timberwolves choose the leader of their franchise for the next 8 to 10 months.
That's a good way to put it. Very good way to put it.
Yeah. Minnesota does not always have the best. Which way? What do you think? What do you think Minnesota does here?
I think they might do Anthony Edwards here. I could see LaMelo Ball. I think the top 3 are very interchangeable in this draft.
Absolutely.
So I think that it could be anything. I think that the Timberwolves just have to change their foundation as a whole to actually compete with any of these other teams because they have the talent. It just seems like they're missing something. And personally, I just think that what they're missing is a culture that is a winning culture. And I think that I don't think whoever they pick now is going to change that. You know what I mean? I think that these are all young guys, very young. You kind of need a veteran. Like, just look what LeBron James has done with Los Angeles. I mean, yes, he traded a lot of those young guys, but he built, for the other couple of young guys, he built a good foundation for. I think you could say the same thing. Look at Jimmy Butler. He's the type of player you kind of need. Chris Paul, exactly. That's another great pick. You kind of need that veteran presence who's been there for a while, who knows exactly what's going through their minds. So no matter who they pick here, Minnesota just needs to do a full reload of players, similar to what OKC is doing now. I don't think that this one player is going to change their franchise in a LeBron James type fashion. I'm not that impressed with this year's draft, though I think that we did miss out on actually seeing this year's draft as, the NCAA tournament was canceled on us. For obviously important reasons, but I think that that's a large factor in why I'm also I'm not that into it this year. I know the Duke players in the draft. I know a little bit of the ACC players in the draft, but obviously the top names. But it's gonna be an interesting thing to see what happens. Minnesota is they have the first pick every year, like you said. I mean, just look at
No,
their
I don't understand. They get 5 minutes to make this pick.
right. You kind of got to.
Going for weeks, you should have known who you're going to pick.
No, you're right. You're right.
What separates that last 5 minutes? Like, are you making a drastic decision?
Yeah, no, you're right about that. That's something that you're completely right
It's the
about.
first pick. If it's the second pick, you kind of have to base off of what the first pick did. Any pick after the first pick, I can understand why you're taking your time. But
Right.
you're the first pick. You should definitely know what you're doing.
For sure, for sure. But even so, I think this draft it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, I'm not that impressed with LaMelo Ball. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
very injury prone at a very young age. I don't think that he's really been able to play a full season. He's had a lot of issues with his back. And every place
I
he
have him
goes,
go
there seems to
over
be.
2.5 in this draft for that reason.
Yeah.
All right, the pick is in. Let's go. Hurry it up. The 5 minutes is up. Walk your ass to the stage and call the name.
You're gonna have to tell me who the name is. My stream is going
Yep.
down.
I got you. I'm still waiting for this guy to get over there, so. The pick is in. Bobby Marks. I don't want to see.
Who? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's gonna be Anthony Edwards.
I did put a late pick in, a late gamble in. Obviously, I don't gamble a lot, but I did put for Anthony Edwards first, then James Wiseman, then LaMelo Ball. I took the one with the best chances.
Did you parlay it?
I did not parlay it. No, I just
affected it with the horse race.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Good old Baldy Magoo step into the stage here.
All right, give him respect. Give him some respect.
Good, that's why I called him Baldy.
That's why you called him
Not something
Baldy.
worse. Anthony Edwards to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's go. We're 1 for 1 on the night.
All right, that's good. Some good news. Good for him. Congratulations to his family.
Way to start it up. Start it up.
6'3", 225. Decent shooter. Very explosive, from what I'm told. You know, had a great year his freshman year at UGA. 19.1 points, 5.2 rebounds, 2.8 assists. Very impressive. Obviously young, a decent body frame at 225. He can play with the big boys that are a little bit taller than him. But I always get nervous with guys like this. And I had the same kind of fear for Ja Morant, guys that play on not a great team and stand out.
Right.
But he's got a great body. But I do get nervous for guys like that in the draft. But I hope that he does well. But like I said, that Minnesota Timberwolves team needs more than a rookie to improve how it's built. It's a full culture change that is needed.
Yep, I agree with you. Wait, that's still there. Why is that still there? Yeah, they need to, from top to bottom, because they can't keep busting on these draft picks.
No, they can't. And it's kind of sad because Karl Anthony Towns is wasting his best years right now. And we've seen guys who've wasted their best years on bad teams. DeMarcus Cousins.
Yep.
A lot of guys that Dwight Howard, he played on decent teams, but nowhere near as close as his best years could have been. So it's very frustrating to see. Obviously, there's a bunch of guys that had that ability. Tracy McGrady, that played on bad teams. That it was the culture. It wasn't necessarily the players. So I hope that they're able to fix this. Do we think that this Golden State Warriors, whoever they pick, will get traded and they will try to get another superstar in there to fill the shoes of, potentially Klay Thompson being out, and also the ability to have that Kevin Durant left. Do we think that?
I don't think so. I think because Golden State knows that they can win, but I think they also know that they have to start getting ready for the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they will stick with what they got. I can see them possibly making a move to bring somebody else in, but I could also see them taking Wiseman here and moving them as the centerpiece for the future.
Gotcha. You'd stay away from LaMelo Ball if you were the Golden State Warriors, correct?
I would. I wouldn't want to bring. First off, has nothing to do with LaMelo Ball. I would not want to bring LeVar Ball into the Golden State picture. And I don't care if LeVar has stepped back a little bit.
I don't think he's necessarily stepped back.
Right. So I wouldn't. I don't want him part of my culture.
That makes 100% sense. I get that. I understand that. I kind of agree with that.
I don't want him at the games. I don't want him on the media. I don't want anything like that. You got Steph Curry, you got Klay Thompson, you got Draymond Green. These are adults.
Yeah.
They're not gonna blend well with him.
I agree with you, and I think that's something that will prevent him from being drafted to the the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors just have a culture. They have a winning culture. A lot of their guys were injured this year. That's what happens. Unfortunately, when you have those good years and you're going long into the playoffs, you're bound to have a couple injuries along the way, and that's what kind of happened to them. And I think what you need is a rookie that's going to not bring that much attention, even though the number 2 pick always does. So the less attention that you can bring, the more culture you can bring, I think is a big thing. James Wiseman is someone who is very athletic, has a great body for the NBA. We didn't get to see a lot of him this year due to.
Plus, I can't see the Golden State Warriors drafting a point guard.
No, I don't think that would be good for the team. I think they need they do need a power forward type, and I believe James Wiseman is. He didn't get to see a lot of him. Or I'm sorry, he's a center, but we didn't get to see a lot of him.
Suspensions.
Yeah, because of issues. But listen, you need someone to rebound. Not that Steph and Klay miss a lot. You're going to need someone a little bit defensive minded. He's a great athlete. He has a good skill set. He's good with pick and rolls, which is perfect for that type of thing. He's a great rim protector, which they lack when Draymond Green's off the court. And Draymond Green can get into trouble, and I feel like this is something that could help them with James Wiseman. I agree with you. I think this is someone that they need to pick up. He's, obviously the trouble in college doesn't translate to the pros. So
no, that will not be an issue in the NBA.
No.
That's why they're going to give him more money to come there.
Exactly. I think he's going to be a great pickup for them. 7 feet. Center was the position that they needed most help with as well. So is it up?
The pick is in. We're just waiting on
Adam Silver, the best commissioner in the league. I mean, in the
it's nice and shiny.
He has proved time and time again what he did with the bubble. If that didn't make you feel like this guy is the best commissioner, I don't know what will.
No, I agree. I think he is the best commissioner in sports. Granted, he has no competition.
That's true. I don't mind Roger Goodell.
Who's gonna compete with him? Rob Manfred?
Oh, he's the worst.
I don't even know who the hockey commissioner is anymore. I think it changes like every 3 days. All right.
I thought Western Michigan scored.
The pick is in. Hurry it up.
They did score.
Good God, guys. pick. You made the pick, and then we got to wait another 5 minutes to hear the pick.
I know that's part of it, but listen, James Wiseman, 7'1", 240, a position that you really need. I don't know how center isn't on their top needs. I think it's got to be.
Yeah.
You got to know that you are going against Anthony Davis. That it's not the same West that it used to be.
Yeah.
You're
No,
going against Anthony Davis. You're going against Jokic. You're going against Rudy Gobert. You're
All
going
right.
against. Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
Going against much other better centers.
James Wiseman. Boom! 2 for 2 on the night. Let's go.
That's good. That's good. Me and you have different. We have different. We have different. Different 4 though. So.
This means I'm 3 for 3 because I have LaMelo Ball going over 2.5. So he has to go over 2.5.
Yep. All right. Next up, we got the Charlotte Hornets, who need a lot. I liked Devontae Graham. I thought he did a good job last year, but I think in this position, you kind of got to go with the best available, and LaMelo Ball fits that. Though I am not a big fan of him, I can't see them going with anyone other than him. Plus, let's be real. What Golden State had, which is, we need the less publicity, we get enough. Charlotte kind of needs. Charlotte needs this face of the franchise, Zion Williamson type of player with the public that he kind of brought to New Orleans. I think that's something that Charlotte needs, and LaMelo Ball has that mainstream attention. This isn't like a Golden State. The Lakers, and same with the Knicks. The Knicks really don't need a mainstream guy who has his own fame and stuff like that. There's enough of that in the city. Charlotte is a team that's kind of looking for an identity. I think that very much helps them get the identity. I think that they should be running to this. LaMelo Ball, let's just be real. He's going to sell jerseys. That's a big problem for Charlotte right now. Not a lot of mainstream attention. So it's the complete opposite of what we're saying about Golden State. Charlotte needs. Charlotte's a small town, small market type of team. It's a basketball city. They do love it. And I think what you worry about LeVar Ball bringing to a Golden State Warriors, you don't worry about that as much with this team because any attention is good attention. Because I can't remember the last time I've watched a Charlotte Hornet game.
Yeah, I agree. I think if the Charlotte Hornets do not draft Ball here, they're not bringing their team to the bright side of the future here. You have to start now, bringing them a nice sparking point guard that is going to do that for this team. And like you said, any attention is good attention for this point with the Hornets. They are lacking everywhere. Nobody watches them. So they need this. I don't remember the last time I saw them in a primetime game. I'm sure it's been on, and I just refuse to watch it.
Yep.
But they need this, and that's the right pick for them. So LaMelo Ball should be going to the Charlotte Hornets here. If not, then I don't know where they're going to go. Do you go an Obi Toppin way? And I doubt they're going to do that. Halliburton is another great point guard from Iowa State. They could go that route, but I do think they're going to end up landing with LeVar Ball here from the perspective.
LaMelo Ball. But yes.
No. We know who rows that boat.
Listen, he's got great size. Great size in that point guard position.
By the way, I'm just going to point this out real quick. NFL draft day, NBA draft day, occasionally with the first 10 picks with the MLB draft, you actually get to see the players live in studio. But outside of that, you really don't get to. But the NBA draft and the NFL draft is unique and incredible for the fact of the way they cry as young men and turn into the adult men that they become, because it is adorable in every sense of the fashion.
Also, just want to point this out about Anthony Edwards. If he doesn't work out for the Timberwolves as a basketball player, Vikings can call him up as a tight end. I'm looking at his body right now. Jesus. Jesus, 6'3".
Yeah, he is a big boy.
Big boy. But I also want to say this because I feel like I obviously, as a Duke fan, very much liked what Zion Williamson brought. He brings excitement. But Anthony Edwards is definitely more ripped. And it's a big boy, but it's a solid big boy.
Yes. Yes. The Charlotte Hornets pick is already in. Maybe we'll start getting a little bit of rhythm going here. Thank God.
Yeah. Yep. Is he up there?
No, he's not because I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. I think he's eating. He's trying to put on a little bit of weight before he blows away in the next windstorm. Oh, here he is. He's up there. LaMelo Ball going to the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, that's a great pickup for them.
Oh, God. LaMelo Ball looks very angry.
Does he?
Yeah, he sat there like this.
Any smile yet?
He just smiled for the first time. He won't even get out of his seat. Ah, grow up.
First off, great team for LaMelo to go to. He will be the leader of that team. Second, great pickup by Charlotte. I'm not a big LaMelo Ball fan, but I get it's not just about championships. It's about marketing. It's about being able to get people in. Say what you want about the Ball family. They have a pretty successful reality show on Facebook that people tune into. And that's part of it. Part of it is publicity. Just think about the Nets when Chris Humphries was dating. Lamar Odom was dating Khloe Kardashian. Tristan Thompson dating. It's mainstream attention.
You know what's funny? None of those guys play professional basketball anymore.
Tristan Thompson still does. Tristan Thompson still does, and Chris Humphries had a good career. Lamar Odom. Yeah, well, yeah, but he's got his ring. Not all three of those guys. Two out of three of them have a ring, though. Lamar's got two.
Lamar's got a big
player.
Lamar's got a big rock.
You're a jerk, man. He's worked through his issues.
I had to. It was right there for me.
He's worked through his issues. Let's give him a break. Wasn't he an all-star?
Hold on a second. Let me cross Lamar Odom off on the possibilities coming on the show.
Yeah, I can't believe you would say that. He spent some time at Christ the King too.
All of the South.
He spent some time at Christ the King.
Yes, he did. Exactly, which is why I got to talk smack about him. I'm a Grover Cleveland High School. I'm the rival high school down the street.
Okay. Yeah.
They always try to take all the Q54 bus seats on us.
So the Bulls are up. Who are they going with? You think they're going with Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Obi-Wan Kenobi, baby.
I think they're going with this guy from Israel, Deni Avdija. He's big enough to play power forward, which is good. He's an inconsistent shooter, but he's very fast, aggressive offensive player.
Inconsistent, yes.
But brings toughness, which I think.
Nick is in.
All right. Who is it? This is for my win.
I think this is why I think they're going with Obi. I think they would have thought about it a little bit more if they would have said whoever the hell you just said.
They have him as the best available right now.
Devin Vassell?
Deni that's who they win?
Best available right now?
Oh, the best available right now is Deni Avdija, whatever. But who'd they pick? Is that who they picked?
No, they haven't picked yet.
Relax. Woo!
The best available right now I see is Tyrese Halliburton and then Devji something, blah, blah, blah. Where is he from? Israel, you said?
Yes, Israel.
All right, so I got to make a bet here. The Knicks will end up with either the guy from Israel or the guy from France, without a doubt.
I think that's something that's very possible. Hey, they might end up with those.
What was the last draft that the Knicks used for a United States-born player in the first round?
Kevin Knox.
That's right.
So I don't think that it's necessarily the players from other countries.
I was going to say, he didn't work out either.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Goldilocks is up there.
Baldy, could you like be a little respectful?
What? Oh, good God.
Who'd they go with?
Chicago's going to remain in the gutter for the rest of their lives.
Who'd they go with?
Patrick Williams. Now, Patrick Williams is a good player. He was the sixth man of the You can't make this stuff up. He was the
Jesus.
sixth man of the year last year in the SEC, I
They
believe.
make such interesting.
ACC, I think. Florida State is in what? ACC?
They are in the ACC, yes. They won the ACC last year, I
The
believe.
ACC sixth man of the year. Now, listen, I'm not trying to take anything away from Patrick Williams at all. He was the
That's,
fourth pick in this draft right now. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Congratulations to him. I wish him nothing but the best. But you got Obi Toppin. He's also a small forward.
Yeah, that's an interesting,
You
very.
got Halliburton, small forward. What are the Bulls doing? This is what I'm talking. The Bulls are the Knicks Jr.
That's an interesting pick. That is an interesting pick for them. But
Cleveland Cavaliers are next. Let's see what they do with this. They're gonna take.
the guy from Israel, or
Yeah.
maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi.
They're gonna take John Cena with the fifth pick of the NBA draft.
Might be Obi-Wan Kenobi for all.
No, they're gonna take Killian Hayes and rip the Knicks away from their pick.
Oh God, I don't think they can take another point guard.
No, I don't.
They've taken so many.
All right. Well, that's my first loss of the night. I'm 3-1.
Not so bad.
That was my smallest bet of the night, though, because it was like plus 400. Patrick Williams. All right. Congrats to Patrick Williams.
Yeah, good for him. Hopefully he proves you wrong.
Fourth pick in the NBA draft. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, that is. Good.
I don't understand what the Bulls are going for here, but if that's the pick they believe in, then
Best
good
of
luck
luck.
to you.
Best
Good
of luck
luck
to
to
you.
you. Top 20.
That is an interesting pick.
Always one team has to do these things.
That's true.
Throw off the whole freaking draft order, man. I'm blue, Abu Dhabi.
I wonder who they're gonna go with now that I'm thinking about it. Cleveland. Draymond. Drummond is coming back. They recently, in the last two drafts, have gotten a point guard. Their small forward that they drafted last year in the second round, who they spent a lot on, Kevin Porter Jr., was just recently arrested for, I believe, domestic violence. So
Yep.
it should be interesting to see who they go with here. Do they go with a small forward like this guy, Denny from Israel, who is very versatile? I know that typically they don't go and draft players
Correct.
that are overseas, but maybe they're trying to change the culture there. Seems like he's very good on defense, which is great for that division. Blocks quite a few shots, they say in his scouting report. I'm reading his scouting report right now. He's, I think that he's learning and he's a fast learner. And I think that's something that, will bring. And apparently he brings toughness, which we can't say about a lot of guys that come from overseas. So maybe he'll be something special. But Cleveland will probably go. I'm going to say that they might go Obi Toppin, a guy from Dayton, keeping in from Ohio. So we might see Obi Toppin here.
Outside.
I think Obi Toppin is definitely someone that we might.
Christ. Sorry. I got a little thing stuck in my throat. So I think we're going to commercial break. What do we got? Oh my God.
Don't die on my watch, dude.
Lord have mercy. So, are we shocked
I'm
shocked over one pick. That's really it.
yeah. Everything else is pretty on brand.
Let's see what the Cavs do here. Do you think they're gonna go with Denny Avahita?
I do. And or Obi Toppin.
Oh.
Maybe I think it's gonna be Obi because I think that they're gonna want to stay Dayton guy.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that happening.
You know, they do have a history of drafting guys from Ohio, so maybe we'll see that. I think it's either of those two players, though.
Yeah, I do see them taking Obi here. I think he's I don't know. I still think he's the best available. I love Obi.
I know you do. I know you really like him. Hey, I'm sure you're hoping that he slips to the Knicks.
Oh, if he slips to the Knicks, I'll drop dead right here on the show.
Well, I mean, we're at the 5th pick.
Not the 5th pick. It could happen.
The Knicks are the 8th pick.
Yes.
And Atlanta drafted a small forward last year. Detroit, I don't think they have a good small forward, so they could potentially take him. But Detroit also needs to.
Well, Obi's more of a power forward.
Right. And Detroit needs to replace Andre Drummond, so they'll probably go with the guy from USC, who's the center, even though he's only 6'9", but he's 245. Yep. So they might take him. They could use a point guard. They could go with Tyrese Halliburton, which I know you really like him as well. So that's potential. Yes, if you had like a pick for the Knicks that you would like them to take, who would it be?
If I can get Obi Toppin, I would be ecstatic. But I would like to see them to get Halliburton if he slips down that far.
But do they? I guess they do need a point guard. I don't think
Yes, we need a point guard.
RJ Barrett's not considered a point guard.
No, he's more of a 2.
More of a 2-3, right?
Cleveland Cavaliers just took Isaac Okoro out of Auburn, small forward.
Okay. Interesting.
He fills a need. I think he went a little bit early, but if you have a chance to get the player that you need, then go get the player that you need.
Right. Versatile two-way player. Yep. His impact. He seems to be bringing kind of a defensive.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. We have to do this real quick. Whoa, Eagle!
Oh, yes. Getting excited for our guest tomorrow night, Kendall Simmons. Big guest. Big guest. But yes, that's an interesting pick. I think that's great for the Knicks because the Knicks have an opportunity to grab this guy, Denny, who looks like, I know that you don't want him, but
no, I hope somebody else takes him. Let the Knicks and the power forward take him.
Potentially I don't think the Hawks are going to take him.
No, so the next team
Pistons, Pistons might. Obi Toppin might be coming to you. He might be coming to you.
If Obi Toppin, first off, if Obi Toppin's available and the Knicks don't get him, I'm gonna spaz out.
Well, he was projected to go 6, so
yes.
So
I had him going 4th.
I know you did. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Yeah. We got a chance here. If Obi's available, and Tyrese are going to be the next 2 picks.
Interesting stat. The SEC is the first conference to have number 1 pick in the NBA and the NFL draft in the same year since the Mountain West in 2005 with Andrew Bogut and Alex Smith.
Wow.
That's an interesting thing. That is very interesting.
Great work, Stat Deirdre.
You're welcome. Came up on my feed. That is an interesting stat.
That is pretty cool right there. So I don't think that Tyrese and Obi will be the next two picks. One of them will be available when the Knicks come along.
For sure, they're not going to have for sure the Hawks are not going to pick him. Pistons might pick Halliburton. I don't think they'll pick Obi, but you might get screwed, and they both might get picked right here. Falcons' biggest needs. I don't
The
know.
Falcons.
I don't. I'm sorry. The Hawks' biggest needs. Sorry, they're both birds and they're both Atlanta, and it's been a long day. You know, it's been a long day. Give me a break.
I hear that. I hear you. I'll let it slide this time.
Thank you for letting it slide. I appreciate that. But it says their biggest needs are power forward, point guard. I don't think I don't think they need a point guard. It's very interesting. Some of these guys with their biggest needs. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, the team knows their biggest needs, so we'll see what they go with.
I think they go with this Denny, and I think either of those guys are going to be available for you. I don't think the Knicks are going to take them, but
if the Knicks slip up, if they're available,
you mean win?
I'm saying if Tyrese or Obi are available and they let both of them go or one of them, I'm done. I'm cutting up Knicks jerseys when I get home.
I mean, you should. Half those players probably aren't on the Knicks anymore anyway.
No, I have one with my own name on it. I have an Amari Stoudemire jersey. I have a Carmelo.
Okay, so the Amari and I'm going to
jersey
keep because those are kind of I'm not going to say legends, but kind of legends. I mean, Carmelo Anthony is a legend. But yes. I don't think that you get – Amari Stoudemire had a couple good years there, but, I mean, I think of him as a son. Well, I do think of Melo. I can think of Melo as his main team was the Knicks.
Yeah, he spent enough time here.
Right.
All right, the Hawks are officially locking in the pick. This is the number 6 pick, correct? Yes. Oh, my God. Why do I have to keep hearing these guys talk? The pick.
Is in.
Who's got the pick after the Knicks?
Pick after the Knicks is the Wizards.
The Wizards of Waverly Place. Larry Nance Jr. says he's excited to play defense. That's good.
Well, this guy's a big defensive player.
Larry Nance just put his foot down. He's like, hey, just a player of the year, whatever they said. So, makes sense.
Wait, did the Hawks already get? They pick?
No, the pick is in, but I'm still waiting. Like, these guys are annoying. The NFL draft does not work this way.
Nah, you say that now, but during the NFL draft,
oh yeah, I'll be spazzing out just again.
Yeah, you'll be like in the NBA draft.
Yeah, they did not take this.
Ain't that the truth?
Higgins, Mr. Clean.
NBA draft. What was I looking up?
What the flying shit is going on around here?
What happened? Who'd they pick?
All right, the Hawks have selected Onyeka Okongwu.
Oh, okay. I thought they might go that way. I thought actually.
Oh my!
One of them is going to fall to the Knicks. One of those players. This is an exciting moment for you.
Good for him. Congratulations.
See, as a Nets fan, with what we have going on, I'm not as excited about the draft. Like in the previous years, I was, but eventually, this guy's gonna whoever it is gonna.
Holy crap! One of these guys are gonna be available.
That's
Both
true.
of them could be available. Oh, please don't take Killian Hayes. Oh my God, I really hope Detroit takes Killian Hayes so the Knicks don't even have the chance.
They might. I think they might get You get nervous?
Oh shit, this guy's brother died.
They always have a sad story. Like, it's so terrible. I always feel terrible at these things.
All right, proposed trade. Never mind. We already heard about that one.
What is it? Oh, with Detroit, is it?
I don't know. I went away from the screen. Proposed trade would be Pistons getting Trevor Ariza in a 2020 first round.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Rockets would get a future first round pick. Namdi. So this guy's brother was named Namdi. He died. I didn't see how, but Onyeka Onkangwa. 6th pick overall. This whole family is crying, and it's making me very sad right now.
Good for this kid. I just put it on right now. Oh, the draft hats are kind of nice this year. They're not like terrible.
No, I like that sideways script. You know, in some countries they call it cursive.
I did not know that.
And in some countries they teach it.
You used to teach it. Here.
Yeah. The Detroit Pistons. The pick is in, Kendra.
I see.
The pick is in. Now this could be.
This could be devastating for you.
It could be major for me or devastating for me. Gee, I wonder which way it's going to.
I think they go with a point guard here. I think they have to. I think they got it.
Pistons?
Yeah, I think they go with the point guard here.
I agree. Do the Knicks go and get Halliburton?
I don't think so. If they do, how happy will you be?
If we get Halliburton?
Or Obi?
Oh, either way, I'll be ecstatic. But I would really love to have a real solid point guard. But I also need a real solid power forward.
True enough.
That would help.
True enough.
So let's see. Here we go. Pistons. The pick is in. This can mean a lot to me. Let's see.
Oh, Knicks got to pick 23 too.
Yes!
Did they get Killian Hayes?
Yes, they did. No wee bonjour in New York this year.
Oh my gosh. Knicks have another pick. Knicks have 23 too. I didn't realize that.
We do because we traded up the 27th pick and the 30th or something like that.
Okay, that's safe.
For the 23rd. So I think we're making a move.
That's
Listen,
good.
Cole Anthony.
Hey, by the way, Trey Jones played amazing for Duke this year. He's a good point guard. You might want to – I seem like the point guard class is a little bit – you could get a good point guard at 23 too.
Yeah, like Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony, yeah. Trey Jones.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. The Knicks are on the clock. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Nico from Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Cassius Winston from Michigan State. Mekhi Flynn from San Diego State. Trey Jones from. You got tons of options. I would kind of want to go in the other direction if I were you. But I mean, either way, should be good for you.
Yeah. Listen, I'd be happy with 3 players right now, and I don't think they're going to use one of these picks on these guys. But I'd be happy with Obi Toppin.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy with who's the other guy I said before? Halliburton.
Halliburton.
And I know it's a shot in the dark to take him this early, but
Cole Anthony?
I wouldn't be mad at Cole Anthony here.
I think that's a little.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
That's a little too soon. He's injury prone too, so like little.
He's in my top 10 available players right now. He had one injury.
He had one injury that was pretty devastating the whole year. But continue.
Derrick Rose had 19 injuries, and we gave him an MVP award.
He didn't have injuries until he got into the league, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just saying, he was able to have a few good years before he became injured.
He's still having good years.
He is. No, you're right. But what I'm saying is, you know,
listen,
a college
injury. A superstar. The Knicks don't need a superstar. We have a very well-rounded team built around him. We have Frank Ntilikina. If we had like a Joakim Noah right now, we could win the NBA championship.
You had it.
Yeah, that was fun. That was some of the best days of my life.
Oh, man.
Russell Westbrook. Do not bring Russell Westbrook to New York.
They want a lot. Apparently, they want a lot for Houston. Wants a lot for their superstars. I don't blame them.
Yeah. Listen, if you want to bring Russell to New York, bring him to Brooklyn. Don't be bringing him to the Garden.
Oh.
Knicks have. All right. The pick is in. And my gun is loaded. All right, Tom Thibodeau. Let's go.
I forgot Tom Thibodeau is your new coach.
It
was such a good coach as Parkett too, and that's who they pick. Even though he is a good coach, I don't want to.
I really hope that he had something to do with this pick.
He does draft well.
Yeah. And nauseous.
You're nauseous?
Oh God, they're gonna take somebody from Latvia again. Bro, could you imagine? They're like, oh, with the 8th pick in the 2020 draft, the Knicks draft somebody from Germany.
Very possible. A lot of
highly possible. Like, well, there's too many good available picks.
There is a guy from Serbia that's currently number 12 on the best available.
Awesome. I'm sure. I think I know where he's.
Denny is still available. I forgot. It's Denny.
Want him.
It's Denny. I'm letting you know it's Denny.
No.
It's Denny.
Yes! Let's go!
Obi Toppin?
Yes. Yeah, boys! Obi-Wan Kenobi to the Garden.
Also,
Player of the Year.
Okay. Hopefully the Knicks don't ruin him like they did.
And
hopefully they don't ruin him like they ruined Kevin Knox.
And 2020-2021 rookie of
He's crying tears. He's probably crying tears of not joy, because that's what I would be doing if I got drafted by the Knicks.
Listen, there's no greater feeling in the world, and only like 10 people know this feeling. There's no greater feeling in the world than winning an NBA championship in the Garden.
And by the way, never going to happen. Listen, like everyone's saying how the Nets are like favorites to win this year. Neither of us are going to see our basketball teams win a championship for many, many years.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Giants have a good chance of winning the Super Bowl in the next 10 years. Jets, not so much.
This year.
Okay, in the next 10.
What's the live? What's the live bet on the Jets to win the Super Bowl this year right now?
I think they're like officially out of the playoffs, though, aren't they? Like, there's
I don't know
no
if they've
one.
officially been eliminated yet.
All right, let's see. Pro
They
Championship.
could win every game.
Let's just say, if I put a 50 cents bet on it, I win $1,500.
Oh shit!
I'm not, yeah, $1,500.
Oh my god! What's it? Plus 500,000. Do not do it, Deirdre.
I'm not gonna do it.
Do not waste your 50 cents.
If I bet $100 on the Jets right now, I would win $300,000.
Oh my god!
But that'd be a waste, so I'm not gonna
Yeah,
do
that'd
it.
be $100.
I
Might as
did.
well just $100.
I don't typically put money for futures, but I did put like 20 cents on the Alabama to win this year. So who do we think is going on? Okay, so next up is Washington. I think they go Denny. Maybe no, I think Denny.
Only thing I'm concerned about now is where is Sadiq Bey gonna go?
Oh yeah, because you thought that they would be a that would be a good fit.
I have Bey in the top 15, under 15. Obi Toppin is from New York.
I did not know that. Let's see.
He's in New York right now. He just said he's from New York.
Brooklyn.
Let's go.
But I mean, he moved to Florida. Like he was born in Brooklyn, but he grew up in Bushwick before moving to. He moved to Florida.
Okay. That don't count as a state, so he's still a Brooklyn kid. Basically, he was born in Brooklyn. He took a nice, warm vacation, and now he's coming back home. I can't believe we just got Obi Toppin at number 8. Welcome home, kid. Up next, Cole Anthony.
Would you be happy with a guy like Trey Jones or Nico Mannon? I can't even say his last name. Or a guy like Cassius Winston.
I would love a Cassius Winston. I would love Cassius.
Potential, very good potential of that happening.
Would love that.
But we only have two more picks left in our live.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Very unfortunate.
Washington pick is in. They have the 9th pick and the 37th pick. The Knicks have a basketball player. I lost your sound.
Hear me now?
Yep.
There we go. Accidentally hit off.
I read your lips. I heard, "Oh, shut up."
No, I didn't say, "Oh, shut up." I said, what did I say? I said, "Oh, you don't care anymore now that the pick is in for the Wizards." It's going to be interesting to see who they got. They're kind of in a purgatory right now with their cap space, and so
pick and pop, pick and roll. The Knicks have a basketball player.
That's all you can think about right now.
All that's on my mind. The New York Knicks. I'm currently ordering my Obi Toppin jersey.
Are you? Is it already on? Is it already on Fanatics? Well, it will be tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Number 9 pick. Here we go. Oh, there he goes. Denny Advia from
Okay,
Israel.
that's a good pickup. Good pickup.
That's something.
Got a steal. He was supposed to go fourth overall.
Yeah, he's the U20 European champion MVP.
He's
FIBA.
big enough to play power forward, but creative enough to play point guard, says his scouting report.
My concern is he's wearing glasses. Are they just casual fancy glasses for the draft?
I believe so.
Okay.
It's kind of a style. I know that you're not very stylish or into fashion.
Well, I know Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook wear glasses.
Right, and it's like a fashionable thing. Like
I
I
don't know
could
if they
tell
have lenses.
by your outfit tonight that you are not a fashionable type of person, but
Excuse me, how dare you insult the late great Kobe Bryant?
I'm not insulting him, I'm insulting you. That's a great jersey. That's a great jersey.
First
That-
NBA season without Kobe Bryant, by the way.
Weird. It's a weird
Definitely.
but what was I saying? That's the cleanest jersey in the league, though. I will give you that, and the Vancouver Grizzlies jersey.
Oh
Clean.
yeah.
Clean.
I have that hat.
Yeah. Have you seen the Nets? Like they're retro. It's pretty.
Yes,
Cool.
I did. I just seen. I want to get one of those actually.
I want to too. They're good.
That's,
They're pretty. They're clean.
yeah.
They're clean.
You're talking about the blue clouds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like their Biggie jerseys too, though.
Yeah.
Like their Bed-Stuy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, those are fresh out the pine. Yeah.
This is our last pick of the night. Who we think they're going with?
Ooh, well, they just got Chris Paul.
Right.
They got Devin Booker.
Mm-hmm. Potential. They could use a power forward or a small forward. So look at Aaron Nesmith of Vanderbilt and Precious of Memphis could potentially be there.
You know who Precious is?
Precious Achiuwa.
Achiowa.
Achiuwa.
You know who that is?
Who is that?
That is the brother of God's Gift.
Ah, yes.
Yep. From St. John's?
Yes. I did not know that.
I found that. Yep, I looked them up. They have like 5 kids and they're all named stuff like that. It's like Precious, God's Gift, Angel. Like it's like
That really was the best name ever, God's Gift.
oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm
yeah,
gonna ask, you know what? After this, I'm gonna ask my mom why I wasn't named God's Gift.
Yeah.
Because that's a great name.
Yes, and I would like you to return tomorrow.
There's another kid too. They have like the best. I think that we need to do that because I've seen them. There's this awesome TikTok and they're called the Broadcast Boys, and they do like these like lists of ridiculous things. But there is this kid. His name is the coldest Crawford. He's a wide receiver. He's an LSU commit. The coldest. God's Gift is still better, but the coldest.
I agree. I'm sorry. I got caught up with something here.
All good. Yeah, the coldest is a good name too. But God's Gift. What a name. Also, Western Michigan is kicking Central Michigan's butt right now.
Yeah, I noticed that. I seen that. $31 to 14 at the half. Toledo's killing though.
Yeah, Toledo is. Going to be interesting. There's a couple of really good teams that are going to play very well against each other. I wonder who's playing next week. I don't know if they have anyone next week. The MAC. That Friday next week is crazy though. There's like so many games. North Carolina versus Notre Dame. It's gonna be a good one. Then there's Iowa State versus Texas.
Boys in blue.
When is the MAC playing, or is the MAC not playing this week? Oh no, they are. They're playing Saturday. Oh, Central Michigan versus Eastern Michigan. Then we have, let me see the MAC.
Did we get through the top 10?
This is the last pick.
Gotcha. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I only have 9 players here.
We got one more player.
What is the last team to pick?
Like as in of all the draft, including the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see right now. I believe have you played this game Imposter yet?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, it's on the phone. It's addicting. It's like a murder mystery game. You're either someone who kills or like it's a lot of fun. We should get like a group to do it together.
Oh geez.
It's a lot of fun. Hold on, I'm checking right now. Who are they picking?
Will Smith's son has been drafted.
Jalen Smith out of Maryland.
Yes.
Good player. Good player. Good player.
Oh.
All right, and that does it for us. And the last pick, I'm looking at round 2. Last pick in the draft is the New Orleans Pelicans.
Pelicans, that's it.
All right, but that's it for our live reaction that will be posted tomorrow. I will do the clip of you with the Knicks, though, for sure.
Okay, awesome.
And we'll make a TikTok. Perfect. Yeah. All right. And that is it for us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with Kendall Simmons. Can't wait.
Let's do it.